so far on the back of this Herald pickup, going over to the Bristol Smugglers. Meanwhile, down the bottom side, I give credit to Half for staying safe. Then they go aggressive. They try to find the straight up double, and 200 years of game experience pays off for Half for ADC.
Alright, clip that play of the week solved. We've got it.
In this video, we'll cover some things about Aphelios that can help you get the basics down. So we're going to jump straight in and go into Aphelios' laning phase, but before I do, please like, follow and subscribe, or all that shit. It really helps. So as we all know, Aphelios is a hyper carry. He really needs his items to deal damage and to just be a useful carry. The most consistent way of getting these items is by farming really well in lane. You want to aim for those high CS a minute numbers. If you're new, 8 CS a minute is a really good goal to hit, and then going beyond that, 10 CS a minute. These should be your goals to hit for CS a minute. Obviously you're not going to hit these every time, but it's good to have them set as a goal so you try and hit them. The guns you start with in lane are Calibrum and Severum, and although there's a lot of pro players who go through picks and how to manipulate your guns so you've got them in 5 minutes time, this isn't the guide for that. This is the guide for getting the basics down. And to get the basics down, I recommend using Calibrum to poke in lane and Severum to heal up. Aphelios, in my opinion, is actually quite a strong level 2 because you have 2 active abilities and 2 passives. You're going to be gaining the range and the lifesteal from the passives, and obviously the active abilities are quite good. Depends on the matchup, but actually being aggressive level 2 can pay off. Bouncing the wave early can be a good strategy. You either want to recall and cheater, or you can just wait for it to freeze under your tower. Until you've actually mastered the order of which your guns are going to come in, for example Reckless's guide on it, I think you're actually better off just losing the guns at the same time so you have a favourable combo. For example, I like having Infernum and Gravitum at the same time. Don't get me wrong, Aphelios is not the best early game carry for sure, but he actually does have a lot of utility and follow up early game for a support to make a play. And also enough to be oppressive whilst he's ahead. It really sucks to play into a strong Aphelios. It's actually quite important though to only really go for follow-up plays. You don't want to be playing frontline on Aphelios, you'll get one shot and it's just not worth it. I actually think you should play him similar to how, if you've played Jinx, you should play him. He's actually very similar to Jinx in the fact of playstyle. Ever since release, I've always thought of him as just a more complex, more flexible Jinx. To gain a good grasp on how ADCs should fight, in my opinion, I actually have a video on it on my channel, how ADCs should fight. Also, you can check out some of my other videos. I kind of cover how ADCs team fight, although it's a different guide and laning phase, a lot of the concepts carry over. But what I want to focus on in this guide is actually Aphelios' guns. Because nailing Aphelios' guns is the first step in actually knowing how to play him. Even if it's just a very basic rudimentary system, this isn't on par with the pro players who plan out, fucking 3 minutes in advance what gun they're gonna get. This is just a basic rudimentary system of good combos to have, even if the way you're getting them is just by spamming ammo. So Aphelios' guns are specific to the game, however there are some really good combos to keep in mind. So the first one would be Gravitum and Infernum. This one is one of the more common combos used. Both ultimates are really good. Infernum's really good for DPS and Gravitum's really good for the CC and utility it gives. Also, both the Qs work really well together. You can hit Infernum Q and then stun multiple people using the Gravitum Q to lock multiple targets down. The next combo I'd keep an eye out for is Calibrum and Chakram. This combo is pretty decent, mainly how easy it is to stack Chakrams off of the sentry turret. It offers both range and huge DPS if someone tries to dive you because you've got your melee range for the Chakrams. The last combo is Severum and Chakram. This one's kind of self-explanatory. You want to use the Severum Q to stack up all the Chakrams and then unload on someone. This is the combo that's insane for taking objectives. This combo also does a lot of damage in close range fights. However, the main drawback to this combo is the ultimate. The ultimates are both pretty weak. What I like to do to counter this is get my Severum down to 10 or less ammo and then use it to gather up all the Chakrams, and then you'll swap to a better gun in the middle of the fight. Managing these guns and managing them so well that you have a good combo for whatever situation you're in is key to being a good Aphelios. If you've seen teams getting one shot by Aphelios ult, it's most likely Infernum ult. This is the highest DPS ult. As well as this is highest DPS weapon. It does damage in a cone and does 110% damage per attack. Very similar to Jinx's rockets. This is the gun that I normally try to build a combo around. I normally keep it as his core weapon, but not all the time. But yeah, that's basically the very simple tips I can give you to help you become an Aphelios main. I wanted to keep this really short just because I want to condense the information needed for your first 10 or so games as Aphelios to help you accelerate that learning curve. Aphelios is a weird champion to learn. He has a few different learning curves. So the first learning curve you'll have to learn is how to use your weapons and what combos to use them in. The second one is how to get these combos consistently. And by that, I don't just mean spamming until you have the weapon, even though that is a part of it. I mean like planning around what weapons you're going to have and when. And once you learn that, that's when you become a really good Aphelios player. I want to thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. But honestly, just thanks for watching. I've been enjoying making these videos, and I know they're coming out at a slower pace. It's because I've got like other obligations, but I'd love to make more of these videos. So if you're enjoying them, let me know. Also, I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway coming up on the next couple videos or so. Let me know if you're interested in that. Thanks for watching.